I'm Benjamin Hall, Fox News correspondent and New York Times best-selling author. Join me for my brand new podcast, Searching for Heroes. Make sure you subscribe to this series wherever you download podcasts and leave a rating and review.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. This is gonna be the second episode uploaded tonight. Should I start doing this 2 episodes a day? Cause I feel like it's I have the time. Like, I can do it if I want to and stuff. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about was in this episode, celebrating Black History Month. Now, I kind of have like mixed feelings about celebrating Black History Month, because a part of me is like, oh yeah, I want to learn more about my ancestors and, Black history and Black leaders and just everything like, I got a text message from my friend. I got to turn my phone off because it's kind of like a serious episode of things. But, I would love to like learn about all that stuff. But then on the other hand, you got like Black people dying left and right in Black History Month. Like a rapper that didn't even get to like have a full-on career. This man only had like a 2-year career. Pop Smoke died this month. And that's where it's like where you see that. And I'm like, this shouldn't go on at any point in time in the year. But if we are going to like talk about like Black History Month, like it is like a serious subject, like it is a serious thing, because I'm thinking in my head, like, there's still going to be people in this world, whether it's Black History Month, Black History Day, year, whatever, there's going to be people in this world that think that they're better than Black people. They're going to cut you off in line. They're going to act all snobby and bougie around you and stuff. They don't care about no month. So that's why I'm like, like a part of me, like, I pay attention to that, and I'm like, a part of me, it's like, if I am going to like celebrate Black History Month, I want to improve Black history, like, as a just like, it's a thing that everybody celebrates, like everybody, like, you're like, I'm not like asking like, like every other race to like, oh, you gotta treat us like kings and queens, like you gotta roll out red carpets for us and all that stuff. But I'm saying, treat me like, for those that aren't doing it already, treat me as equal. And most likely they're not. They're going to hear this episode and be like, oh, no, I'm not. I ain't got to treat you any other way. Like, I treat you however I feel like treating you, because that's what I'm put on earth to do. And it's stuff like that where I'm all like, see, it shouldn't be happening just in only February. This needs to be happening all year long. Like, and if this is a month where Black people deserves red carpets, crowns, and all that other stuff, that needs to be an all year long thing, not just for 1 month. And that's what I'm saying. If it can't be a thing where it's like, we ain't got to worry about like Black men, Black women, Black children all dying and stuff, like, all that stuff, like, what are the words I'm trying to say? Because I was like, I had something good going on, but then it's just kind of like left my mind, had like a little bit of a brain mess up and stuff. But I'm pretty sure everybody understands what I'm trying to say. It's like, if we're going to celebrate this month, we need to celebrate it like all year long. And it's like, and I remember Morgan Freeman kind of talked about it and stuff, and he was just like, he kind of had like a problem with Black History Month, because it's like, why should we only celebrate this stuff like just for 1 month? And then, like, out of all the months, it's like the shortest month in the whole year. So it's like, it's just when you see this and like when you like hear this, like, oh, celebrating Black history, like, there's people like came up to me and things, and like, because no, it's like people have like came up to me and it's like, oh yeah, it's like celebrate like Black History Month and stuff. I have no problems with it, but I'm like, why isn't something like this like being brought up in like the middle of like October, like to like tell me a Martin Luther King fact in like August or December. Don't wait until like February 1st, like, oh, the beginning of Black History Month, to like start talking about Black history and stuff. Even the wrestling show, WWE, like Raw, SmackDown, all their shows and stuff, they'll like start coming up with all these like, oh, like we're celebrating our Black wrestlers and other Black wrestlers, and then they'll have like some like Martin Luther King like video playing on. I'm like, why can't you guys do this like in the middle of September? Like, you could do this at any given point, at any given time. Like, that's why I'm like, if I do feel like celebrating, like, my thing is, I live life in a weird way. Like, if I'm gonna celebrate something, I'm gonna celebrate it just on any given random day. So like, if in my head I'm like, yo, I want to post a Martin Luther King quote, I'm gonna do that like on my birthday, like August 10th. You know, celebrate that, just celebrate him as a person. You know, I'm like, this man lived like what? Like, all the way from, like, it was, like, I think he was born in 1929 all the way to 1968 and things. So it's like, yeah, he has experienced a whole year. He did marches and had speeches and did all these, like, he was fighting for rights for years. And I'm like, and he's preaching to people for years. I'm like, he wasn't just doing it all in, like, February. So that's why I'm like, if we are going to celebrate Black history, we need to celebrate Black history all year long. Like, it needs to be an all year long thing, and it needs to come down to a point in time where, like, like Black women, Black children, Black men, like, they're not getting shot and killed, and they didn't even get a chance to experience life yet. Like, when I heard the whole situation with the rapper Pop Smoke, when I heard that situation, I was like, nah, that's not real. Like, I'm like, nah. This man only had, like, a 2-year career. Okay, barely was just getting started, and you mean to tell me it's like this man just gets shot and killed, most likely by his own people and things? And I'm like, and if not, but like by his own people, it's like, it's either way, it's like he shouldn't have been killed. I mean, at any given point in time of the year, he shouldn't have been killed. But it's like, and it's like, we are going to talk about Black History Month, but during Black History Month, the time he does have to go is like during this month. And I know people are, then even with the Deontay Wilder fight, there's like, oh, he lost during Black History Month, like now I got a problem and stuff. Like, look, whenever his fight was going to take place, like, that's why I'm like, when people are like trying to use like Black History Month as like an escape route, you know, I'm like, that's why I'm like, look, celebrate Black history, but don't try to use it as a thing where I'm like, oh, now we gotta treat people differently and stuff. Like, now I gotta have like red carpets and crowns, like, you know, given to me, and red carpets like rolled out for me and stuff. Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm like, I can't celebrate Black History Month that way. Because I'm thinking in my head, like, there's people out here gonna still be acting bougie, snobby, and all that stuff towards Black people during Black History Month and any other given month and day of the year. So it's like, just because it's Black History Month doesn't mean it's like, oh, things are gonna be different now and stuff. Like, no, like, this is just life. This is America. This is the world. Like, this is how it's gonna be. Black people, they're just gonna be looked at differently, treated differently. Those that don't treat us differently and don't look at us differently, we appreciate you. But everybody else, it's like, you know, it's just, it's like, it doesn't, like, I'm not saying Black history doesn't matter, but more so is Black History Month doesn't matter, because it's like, Black people are still going to be getting shot, killed, sent to jails, prisons, getting treated differently, looked at differently, cutting like lines, and, you know, like getting their nose, like or people turning their noses at them and stuff. Like, we're still gonna get the same treatment whether it's Black History Month or not. So it's like, that's why I'm like, do I celebrate Black History Month in a way, but at the same time I'm like, ain't nothing gonna change. So like, how much celebrating can I really do? You know, but anyways, I think this is gonna mostly be a bonus episode. I ain't gonna make this like a full episode itself, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to really just kind of touch up on that and things. I could have just had it for the last episode, but the last episode was completely like off subject and different from this and things. So other than that, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Or if you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. To those out there that are celebrating Black History Month, happy Black History Month. this was like, I had to say this was the first year I celebrated it. That all I just really did was get some shoes that had something to do with Black History Month. Speaking of that, freaking Nike, like, no, go on Nike's website and see their Black History Month shoes. They came out with these shoes that got a mirror on the toe part. What was Nike thinking? Like, that has absolutely nothing to do with Black history. Being a pervert? No. That I'm like, yeah, there's probably some black people out there being perverts and stuff, but I highly doubt that that's a part of Black history. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.